Alright, let's take a listen.
Hello, Vanessa. How are you feeling today? You look a little tired. Well, it's been a while since we last spoke. How's your anxiety been? You did so well with your calming protocols when we first worked together. Are you still using those? Yes? Okay, good. Well, now I understand there's a new issue. It came on just recently, rather suddenly. Can you tell me about it?
What issue? I've been doing my job. I come in and sit at my desk and do my work.
Yes, of course.
I hate that the subtitles are like slightly ahead. Just piss me off. I'm just not gonna read them then, I
Of course
guess.
you do. Your performance reviews are good. But a routine check of your online history has revealed that you've spent quite a bit of time with someone in an encrypted conversation. We have transcripts, and I've read them. But it's not clear what you're talking about in these conversations. I can't make sense of it. You must be getting something from these that I'm not getting, right? Who are you talking to in these?
No one. Sometimes I talk with Lewis. He's in the marketing department. He's nice, I guess.
Yes, I see Lewis here. But there's someone else.
Huh. So I know there was like messages in like FNAF AR as well and FNAF Help 101. I can't remember those off the top of my head, so there might be some context I'm missing there. I don't think Lewis was. No, it was Jeremy who cut his face off in FNAF 1, yes. Okay, so next one.
Good morning. Isn't it a pretty day? No? What's the matter? Oh, right. Too bright. I'll pull the shades. Better? When the shades pulled, it feels like we're in a cubbyhole or a cave? Yeah? Hmm. So you're not talking to me again today. This isn't all that productive, you know. Don't you think the sessions are more successful when you talk to me? You know, everyone associated with this company gets performance reviews, right? When my sessions don't get results, my reviews aren't very good. If you don't want to talk for your own sake, how about for mine? You don't want me to get in trouble, do you? I
Hmm.
could be put in the corner for a timeout. Yeah, you think that's funny, huh?
Huh. Interesting. So it's a Fazbear. Michelle Moss is a Fazbear Entertainment supplied like therapist. Not really a therapist, just performance reviewer, which makes things a bit more sinister. I mean, it's something they would do, wouldn't they?
Hi, go ahead. Sit down.
I don't know you. What happened to...
Oh, we'll get to know each other in no time. I've read through all your files, so I feel like we've been talking for weeks. I feel like I know your dad, too.
Huh.
Bill, right? Your dad's name was Bill? I'm sorry, what did you say?
I try to do what I'm supposed to do.
I know you do. Your supervisor notes that you follow instructions perfectly. Your dad made you follow instructions, didn't he? I'm talking about the custody battle between your mum and your dad. Your dad didn't play fair, did he? He used to make your mum look bad in court. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Do you want to talk about how that felt? I suppose I don't need you to tell me it felt bad to have a parent scare you into saying things that weren't true. He manipulated you. It wasn't your fault. It's really sad, but it's common for one parent to use their child to hurt the other parent. I know your mum after she lost the custody case.
I
Uh.
was supposed to be a good girl.
What happened to her had nothing to do with you,
Oh.
even though it was your testimony that did it. Was that testimony true? No, I didn't think so. but your dad is to blame, not you.
Huh. Okay, so I just realized they're out of order. They're not going to be in chronological order. I think just like the Help Wanted 1 tapes, so that's fun. And it seems like the saying Vanessa was manipulated by her dad. Is that like why she was weak to Glitchtrap? The Mimic, whatever? Why she was being able to manipulate it like that? Because of her past with being manipulated? Hmm.
You're not going to talk to me? No? What's the problem? Oh, the flowers? Yes, these are particularly fragrant today, aren't they? I'll move them. There. Now, let's see. What are you looking at? You're amazingly alert, aren't you? All right. Well, I'd like to have you tell me about yourself. But I can see that you're not going to do that. Or are you? All right then. If you aren't going to talk to me, I'll just go by these notes. You just sit there and be comfy. Or not. That chair doesn't really fit you, does it? Well, this won't take long. Let's see. Your previous counselor is no longer available. Does that bother you? No? You don't look surprised to see me sitting here instead of your last therapist.
Hmm.
Well, then, let's get to it. I'll admit that some of what's in your file is a little surprising. Overall, you don't come across as a troublemaker. But if you read between the lines, it's clear that you have a little rebellious side, right? And I'm surprised by your knowledge of computers. You're something of a phenom. Do you know what that word means? It means you have unusual skill, like a hacker. I assume you know what a hacker is. Yes? Do you think of yourself as a hacker?
Interesting conversation. So, the person in the CD before that, I was thinking she sounded a bit different, but was that actually a different, like, therapist? Hmm. What's this about her being a hacker? Oh, Freddy did say she brought me here, and I assume that she is, like, Vanessa, right? When in relation to bringing him here to Burntrap, and Burntrap is, like, took him over and took over the other animatronics. Next one.
Good morning, Vanessa. Let's jump right in, shall we? I got a message last night about you, and I have to be honest, it was upsetting. Apparently, the IT department has put together a pretty lengthy report chronicling non-job related communications that have been coming to your computer. The fact that you're still doing something obviously not work-related on the job is disturbing enough. But what bothers me about what I read is that the messages you're getting seem very manipulative in nature. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I get a lot of messages from friends. I like when Lewis writes to me, he's funny.
I'm not talking about Lewis. You know who I'm talking about. Why won't you open up about it? What you might not know is that this person who's been sending you messages has been hacking into your personal files too. These are the same files I have here. These files are full of details about your life. Do you know what that means?
I'm not in the tech department. I just type on the computers.
I know that. But what matters here is that this person who is contacting you knows a lot about you.
Lots of people know more than I do. Sometimes I need to listen.
Also, I remember thinking, wait, I heard a while ago that it's Vanessa and Gregory in these. So the ones where the person isn't talking That's Gregory she's talking to. And Vanessa is like opening up and responsive, but she's not like responsive sometimes and doesn't talk the other times. I think the times they're not talking is I think that's actually Gregory, is what I heard. I don't know exactly. Let's listen to some more.
Good morning. It's good to meet you. I've read your file, so I'm up to speed on what you and your previous therapists have worked on. Sure, you can have a candy. I'll have one too.
Huh.
You look chill sitting there like that. Not a care in the world, huh? All right. Well, I'd like to start by talking about your parents. What happened to them and you was tragic.
Yeah.
But when I looked through the notes,
Yeah.
I didn't get a sense that you've processed that emotionally. When I read your account of what happened, it came across as, well, more of an objective rather than a subjective narrative. Oh, sorry. You don't know what that means, do you? What I mean is that the way you told the story is more like you were reading something from a book than you were talking about your own past. That makes me think you've cut yourself off from it. Is that right? Not sure? Well, I see in your file that you spend a lot of time by yourself and are good at self-dialogue. You know what I mean? Asking yourself questions and getting answers. So maybe you should ask yourself how you really feel about your past. Maybe you should give yourself a chance to really look at what happened and let yourself be upset about it, so you can let it go.
Yep. That's why she was like going all about like, do you know what a hacker is? Because I was like, what the fuck? Like, it's a bit weird. Especially since it's like set in the future, everyone would know what like hackers are, right? But she's talking to a child, so huh.
Hi, Vanessa. Would you like a candy? Butterscotch today.
No, thank you. Those have 35 calories apiece.
Well, they taste good to me. Okay, I thought we could do something today that will help us get to know one another better. It looks like you've never taken an ink blot test, right? No? Okay. Then I'm going to show you some ink blots, like this one. And I want you to tell me the first thing it makes you think of. Here we go. What do you see here?
A treehouse.
It does look sort of like a treehouse, doesn't it? Do you like treehouses?
I like to sit outside and read.
That's good. Now, what about this one?
A beetle.
Really? Looks like a face to me. That's very interesting.
Hmm. That seemed like a nothing burger to me. Did I miss something? The only thing that I really caught there was that she likes to sit outside and read. And in the Princess Quest ending, she's like sitting outside, right? With Freddy and Gregory. And same with the Brazil ending in Ruin. Hmm.
Have you thought more about what we talked about? In our last session, you told me you were sad and scared about what happened to you. I suggested you write down exactly
She said she didn't want a candy and the other person did. Oh yeah, 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 that's true.
what made you so sad and scared. Did you do that? You know, I work with people of all ages, from little kids to the very elderly, and everyone reacts to tragedy differently. Tragedy always leads to a feeling of loss. It's a hole that feels funny, right? Yeah. So, if you could process those feelings, how do you think it would affect your fantasies? Would you keep them in the way they are?
Hmm. Really? What do you think about this? These are my therapy tapes, Freddy. Okay, I'm gonna get you out the way because I don't want that light. There, yeah. Nice. Alright, next one.
What are you doing? Oh, you like those? I do too. They smell so sweet, don't they? Apparently, the janitor on this floor has a garden and has been putting bouquets in the offices here for years.
Hmm.
Do you ever grow things? No?
I work a lot.
I know you do. Maybe more than you should. More free time would do you good. Do you have a hobby? No? Perhaps we could find one for you, like a sport. No? I have a craft space in my basement. Maybe I could come up with something you could learn to do.
I don't like dark basements.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. I see. Dark basements. I assume that's the burn trap, like, layer. Also a craft piece, right? Maybe, is that where she learns to make the Vanny costume, maybe? Oh.
I'd say make yourself comfortable, but I think you already are. It looks like you could take a nap. That's a nice chair, isn't it? According to these message logs, you've been working pretty late over the last couple of weeks. Or not working. Are you ready to talk about who you're interacting with? From what I can see here, the interaction is getting more serious. Is it distracting you from your work?
My work is important. There's a non-disclosure agreement.
So something's getting more serious. I wonder if she's possessed by now, or if she's possessing all of these.
Good morning, Vanessa. Well, I can't blame you for looking out the window instead of listening to me. It's a gorgeous day, isn't it?
I like the blue sky.
So do I. Now, let's see what we can get done on this nice sunny day. Okay, here we go. I know part of your job requires you to do online searches, but a routine audit of your search history has revealed that you're doing a little private searching on company time. Is that right?
I get breaks.
That's true. So, on your breaks, it looks like you were shopping for a costume.
Uh-huh.
You purchased some fake fur material. What are you gonna make? What was that? Did you say the costume is a secret? Why is that?
I can't talk about this. He said he would always be watching. He could be here, or there, or anywhere in between.
Are you talking about your dad? Have those feelings come up again? I hate sounding like a broken record, but this is something you really need to resolve if you're ever going to be happy.
I have. I compartmentalized him. He's locked away.
No, that's not what I mean. You can't just ignore an issue. You have to face your memory of the experiences and process them so you can let it go. So you don't get triggered anymore. You can use a sort of self-dialogue to release these things.
I don't like doing that.
Well, okay. We'll get back to that. I'd really like to know something about this costume. What's it for?
Yeah. I'll turn them off. Wait, what if I on large? Will that make it better?
I understand you'll be transferring to a different location soon. I'll be sorry to see you go. I think we've been making progress, don't you? You can request to come back and speak with me more on your own time, though. Did you know that? Our sessions don't have to be company mandated. I have all sorts of clients, Vanessa. I don't just work with corporations. I work with individuals and small groups. I even work in schools. I'm wherever I'm needed.
I'm needed somewhere else now. Thank you.
There's another thing contrasting the two people. Also, apparently Vanessa was transferring. Did she transfer to here or did she transfer from here? Well, what was it? Hmm.
When I'm getting to know a new client, I like to start by finding out directly from them what they like to do. How do you spend all the time you have? Nothing. Well, how do you feel about sports? You like sports? Yeah? No? Oh, I get it. You like to watch them, but not play them. You like being inside, don't you? I get that. Lots of weird stuff outdoors, isn't there? Yeah, I understand. Well, I hate to do this right off the bat, but I've been directed to ask you about this. Apparently, I'm the 4th therapist you've had. And apparently, all 3 of your former therapists have gone missing.
Uh,
Or 2 of them are missing. I don't want to scare you, but I have to tell you that one of them was found dead.
uh,
That doesn't seem to upset you. Well, then I guess I'll go ahead and tell you that the woman's body was pretty messed up. It looked like it was mangled by machinery. That doesn't bother you either? It's all pretty strange, I think. I'm not clear on the circumstances. Apparently, the police don't have any evidence. How does all of this make you feel? Maybe I should be watching my back. Yeah, that's funny, isn't it? Okay, shall we move on to something lighter?
yeah, probably not, but she said she was specifically asked to mention it also on Larcher's work, so we're just gonna turn them off. Have to listen quite closely now. Actually, nah, I'll have on small, but I just like won't pay attention to them.
Do you know a place called Freddy Fazbear's Mega Pizzaplex? I'll take your silence as a yes. And besides, I know you know it, because the technicians who work for Pizzaplex know you. Or rather, I guess it would be better to say that they think they do. They report that they've caught you on camera, or at least it appears to be you. Nothing to say about that? Well, the techs are convinced that you've hacked into their system many times. Although, I'll admit I don't see any proof here. Seems like they have more of a gut feeling than fact. But apparently, the hacks are causing all kinds of problems. You get a kick out of that? The idea of techs running around like chickens with their heads cut off? Yeah, that's a funny image, isn't it? But seriously, I have to say that I think it's weird that you'd spend so much time in such a busy, social place. You seem like more of a loner to me.
Oh,
Lots of time by yourself instead of with friends. Lots of time talking to yourself. Right? Is it the electronics you like? I saw in your file that you have developed software programs that talk to you in repeat phrases, right? The program asks you questions and prompts you for responses. It's kind of like your own self-therapy, isn't it? Another way of talking to yourself to work things out, right? When I saw some of your recent encrypted conversation logs, that's what I thought I was looking at. It felt like I was watching someone go back and forth in their own head. But the techs found something that's different than that. When I read what they found, at first, I thought I was looking at more examples of you just talking with yourself. Then I realized it was different. When I study this, it sounds like there is someone else responding to you. Who is it?
ooh. Gave me a little bit of the shivers. So, huh. Huh. Is he also possessed? Or is that Glitch Trap? Glitch Trap's trying to get into him. Also, with regards to Vanessa, I wonder if she in like different stages, like she gets more possessed over time. Because you mentioned she sounded possessed as hell in that one. Which, yeah. But then in the other one, she was like, he could be watching, whatever, you know? So maybe it seemed like she got more under his influence as time went on. I don't know what to make of that though. Like, did Glitch Trap bring Gregory here? But why?
I saw some ink blot test results in your file. I like ink blot tests. You want to do one? Yes? Okay. How about this one? What do you see? What? You want to hold it? Okay. You think it's a mask? It reminds you of a mask? Like a disguise? Yeah, I can see that. You like the idea of being disguised? Disguises let you be sort of invisible, don't they? You can get away with almost anything when you're invisible, can't you? Yeah, you like that idea, huh? Well, okay, moving on. I have another report we need to talk about. Apparently, the techs were reviewing communications going in and out of this building, and they came across some interesting things. They say you were in communication with someone, or maybe something. Pretty strange. What do you think about that? Nothing? Well, the techs say it looked to them like it was an attempt to manipulate you, or maybe to lure you somewhere. There, that's better. On this side of the desk, I can see your eyes. The thing is, when I read the communications, I get something different out of them. I don't think you're being manipulated here. I think you're the one doing the manipulating. No comment? Huh? Okay. Then how about this? I have this still shot the techs pulled from the security footage that recorded you in the Pizzaplex. That's you, isn't it? I know this image is distorted, but I think it looks like you. And you're not alone here. You're talking to someone. Or something. It's hard to tell. What are those things?
Oh.
They almost look like rabbit ears. What?
What?
You find that amusing? Well, I guess it is.
Huh? Hold the fucking phone. So... he was talking to Venny? Or... no. Because he's like, what was that? He doesn't know who Venny is when the game starts. Was he talking to Glitchtrap? Like, what were the bunny ears? Maybe it wasn't... maybe he wasn't talking to someone who looked like a bunny. Maybe... did he have the mask with him? The Venny mask? And looks like he's the one doing the manipulating. Is he like a, like 5-head Giga Brain, like, getting Glitchtrap to lure him in the Pizzaplex intentionally so he can fucking kick his ass or some shit? Like, that's my head canon now. I hope nothing contradicts that.
I got another message from the techs at the Pizzaplex. I'm afraid it's about you again. The techs have been struggling to fix some serious glitches with the robots. I'm not sure what exactly is wrong, except that it's making the robots more eerie than entertaining. You like that? Eerie instead of entertaining? Thanks, but it's really not that funny. Apparently, the glitch extended beyond the robots. It went system-wide. It began infecting all the machines, and when the techs traced the glitch back to its origin, it led them to you. I'm not going to pretend to understand everything I'm reading here, but what I get is that the system-wide glitch was like a cascade that was broadcasting a very dangerous message. While the techs were trying to reprogram the system to remove the glitch, the source of the glitch shifted. You'll have to excuse me, I'm not all that familiar with computer programming, so I might get this wrong, but what I understand is that the glitch stopped being a glitch and turned into an intentional set of subroutines that were aimed at creating the same thing the glitch created. Those subroutines seem to have come from you. Can you explain that? Listen, I'm on your side here. Our sessions are just between you and me. The techs can't prove what they think, so you're not in trouble. I just thought you could tell me what you're trying to do. Maybe if we could get to the bottom of that, it could help you. What do you think? Still not talking? All right. Well, then let's do this. Why don't we talk about the research I did in your past, shall we? Some therapists think they should only focus on information they get from their clients, but some therapists, like me, think it's helpful to find out about clients from other sources. Wanna guess what I found out when I looked into the tragedy of your past? All that stuff about your parents? You aren't even gonna look at me? Fine. You can look at the floor all you want. But it won't change the fact that none of what you said in your file about your parents was true. The truth is, you had great parents, a great childhood. Why did you lie? Look at me. Tell me why you lied. Well, I can understand why you might feel
Wait,
angry about the way I just
I
confronted
just
you.
had a thought.
Why don't we come back to this another day? You're shaking your head as though that's not going to happen.
Did he fucking kill her? Because the other therapist earlier said that two of them went missing and one of them fucking died. Like, is Gregory a murderer? How did I never hear these things before? Hi, Nikolai. Thank you. What the fuck? So, like, is he in cahoots with Glitchtrap then? Wait a fucking minute. Is he in cahoots with Glitchtrap and that's why Freddy is evil in Ruin? Because I was wondering, because I thought the Princess Quest ending was canon, where like he freed Vanny, but like Freddy's not there at the end of the Brazil ending. It's Helpy. And Freddy's like in Phaserblast being evil and shit. I know that he's like a prototype maybe, but I that's just confusing anyway, regardless of this, but like... Huh. Huh. It's fascinating. Oh, can I not press it again? Wait, I think I should have all of them. It will tell me which ones it is now. Oh no, it won't. I think I'm out. Huh. This is... I did not expect them to be this interesting. Whoa. Why does no one talk about these? What the fuck is this? Maybe it's not Gregory. Okay, I just made the assumption that it is Gregory. Because he's talking to him like a child and because other people said it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's probably is Gregory then. But what does that mean? He fucking killed people. Like, what the fuck? He killed his therapists. Is that, like... Or did he? And is he in cahoots with Glitchtrap or not? What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? My brain is braining right now, like, actually. What the fuck is this? So, let's try and reconcile the image of Gregory I had before with what I've heard now. So what I thought before, just based off the game, was that he saw that children were going missing from the Pizzaplex, and he knew that something sinister was going on, so he went to investigate. And that's evidenced by the fact that in the escape ending, he's like has the newspaper where kids are going missing, and in the last cutscene with Freddy, he's like, Freddy, if I leave now, there'll be more disappearances, won't there? And Freddy's like, yes, I'm afraid that is correct. So he knows about the disappearances, and he was trying to stop them. And then, in between Security Breach and Ruin, he discovered the Mimic, somehow, after he freed Vanessa. And he tried to, like, lock it up. And then he tried to call Cassie for some reason, but the Mimic was calling her instead. And then she found out about the Mimic, so he had to kill her? Or maybe that was the Mimic as well by that point. We still don't know if that was actually Gregory who was talking to her in the elevator at the end. And then, on top of that, he kills his therapist. What the fuck is this? Hi, Nitro. Hope you're doing well. Like, I'm getting like maybe like FNAF 1 or like early FNAF vibes where like it's the kids that possess the animatronics and they like think kids are cool but they kill the adults. Is that what we have going on here? But then what's this about the glitch? Apparently the glitch, he caused the animatronics to go bad. But I thought that was Burn Trap. Like, Burn Trap, he puts his, like, hand on the computer and that possesses Freddy. And Freddy said that he brought, like, all the other friends here. So, like, that's what he did to Roxy, Monty, and Chica. But Gregory did that? What the fuck? I don't... I have an idea. What if it's the opposite? He's trying to unhack them. Like, he knows they're hacked, and he's trying to unhack them. Because think about it. But he's hiding from Vanessa from the very start, right? And he deliberately hides inside Freddy. And here's another thing. Right? The first time he sees Chica, right? He's afraid of her. And I never really thought about this. Because I just thought, oh yeah, it's a horror game, you'd be scared of the enemy. But up until that point, he's only had good interactions with Freddy, and then he just sees Chica, and he immediately, he's fucking like, he's out of it. You know? Like, and all she's just like chilling there eating. But he's scared of her immediately. So he already knows beforehand that they're possessed. And he knows that Freddy isn't. So he hides in Freddy. Why isn't Freddy? I'm pretty sure if we look at the opening cutscene intro, like, he goes like, he sees something in the crowd, and then he like overdrives or something. And that's why he's like chilling in his room at the start, because he's like resting. Well, all of them are resting, but maybe he does see Greg. But why does seeing Greg affect it? Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna look at this cutscene with extra eyes now. Oh wait, no, don't skip it. She's just skipping this. I want to pay extra attention now.
The only Freddy Fazbear.
I love how cheesy this is, by the way. It's so goofy. The reason Afton hacks Freddy is because when Freddy had his glitch, I guess he is passed by the hack and Afton did himself since Glitch Up couldn't. I don't know about that one. One, because I think it's not Afton. I think it's actually Mimic and Glitch Trap and Burn Trap. I think they're all the same character. Okay, so here's the part. Here's the section. Well, after this, they're like, oh, they're so cool. It's Roxanne Wolf. I'm gonna give them their names. Glimmer Chica, Freddy Fazbear. Alright, let's see this. So he like starts freaking out. Warning. Alerts detected. Threat level high. Huh. Afton is the IRL form and yeah, I saw the little person. No, I think Nitro, this isn't confirmed, but I think it's very heavily hinted at that it's Afton is dead. He's been dead since FNAF 6. And that it's just the Mimic. Glitch Trap is the Mimic. Like, Mimic is the character, he's mimicking things. Glitch Trap is the Mimic. And Burn Trap, the one we see in Security Breach, is also the Mimic. Like, it's just the Mimic in different forms. Afton's been dead for a while. Glitch Trap isn't Afton, the Mimic is. Okay, so threat level high. And he sees... So, hold on. Threat level high. I imagine that's what Chica, Roxy, and Monty see. They see threat level high when they see Gregory. Right? I think that's what happens. And so they go... Yeah, but for some reason they don't, like, freak out. They actually go and fucking kill him. What if... Hear me out. Because... Well, Vanessa just told them to look out. But, like, she didn't tell them to fucking kill him, right? And they're already possessed from Afton, right? We know this before. Not Afton, Mimic, whatever. Burn Trap. Confuse the names a lot. There's so many names for this dickhead. Mimic. Burn Trap has possessed them. He possessed all of them, including Freddy. And to kill Gregory. So... He was being manipulated, right? Or attempted to be manipulated. He knew who Gregory was for some reason. Gregory was trying to hack the system. Trying to kill Glitch Trap. Burn Trap. Because he knew that Burn Trap hacked and took over the guys for some reason. So what Burn Trap tried to do is he tried to lure Gregory inside the Pizzaplex so the animatronics could kill him. But Freddy... And so they're programmed to, like... high threat level, because Gregory's a high threat level because he could like bring the whole system down. So whenever they see Gregory, they kill him. But Freddy's like stage programming, he was programmed to like sing the song and do like his regular stuff. But he also saw Gregory at the same time, so like his systems got confused. But because like it's not showtime, like this Pizzaplex isn't open when during the main game when Chica, Monty, and Roxy are after Gregory. Like, there's no, like, conflict of interest there. There's no, like, glitch. Like, where, like, he's got, like, two programs at once going. And Gregory knew that, maybe. Because he's a hacker. He knows the computers or whatever. He knew that it would overload the system if they saw him while also having the mission to kill him. And he knew they were going to kill him because he sees Chica... And he knows that she's after him. Obviously Vanessa's money, yeah. I think that's pretty established. But no, wait. But then in the 1 a.m. cutscene, Gregory's like, Freddy's talking about how like he thinks the other animatronics want to help Freddy or want to help Gregory because he's confused about this whole game. He's confused about why animatronics want to hurt Gregory, and Gregory's like, for some reason you're different. So is that Gregory genuinely confused, or does he not want to tell Freddy what's up? Mmm. 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 How do you even get in, Freddy? Freddy was recharging and got inside him, I guess. Why? No, I think why, because he knew Freddy was safe and the others weren't. So he got inside Freddy and he wanted to use Freddy to, like, investigate what was happening. Or, like, do something, you know? Kill Glitchtrap, stop the disappearances. And he knew Freddy was the only safe one. Because the therapist also said, she's like, I don't think this person's manipulating you. I think you're manipulating them. So if we've established that that's true, then maybe Gregory's manipulating Freddy this entire time. And he knows exactly what's happening. He's just stringing Freddy along. Because also in the cutscene where, like, after you upgrade Freddy for the first time in the power upgrade, Gregory talks about, like, collecting, like, Roxy's eyes and Monty's claws to upgrade Freddy. And Freddy's like, these belong to my friends, I'd never hurt them. And Gregory responds with, they get what they deserve. Like, this is a premeditated plan by him. Like, we're sort of led to believe he came up with that in that instance. But, like, he specifically goes, we could upgrade you. Like, what? Now that I think about it, what person just comes up with that? He sees diagrams of Monty having, like, cool claws. And his first thought is, yeah, let's grab Monty's claws and give them to Freddy. I don't think, yeah, that's not normal that I think about it. He was already going to do this beforehand. Holy shit. What the fuck? My god, it's gonna be the new... No, but like... Yeah, I love making theories on my own. I think you're new here, right, Nitro, but... I don't really watch other people's theories too much. I like making stuff up on my own, like, just based off what I see in the game. And this... Oh my god. I do like yapping, but like... Even though I don't specifically look out for theories, I still do hear them sometimes. Why does no one talk about this? What the fuck? Like, this changes everything, my entire perspective. And people are just like, they let it slide? Like, I swear, some people are just like, oh yeah, Gregory wants to kill the animatronic because he's evil. Like, how? Like, I thought I was weird and that I didn't, like, hear more about the retro... I knew I hadn't listened to the retro CDs before. And no one ever talked about them before. So I was just like, oh yeah, they're not important. I guess I'll just look at them for this affiliate anniversary stream. Because it'd be cool. Because I've never looked at them before. But they changed the entire context of the story. Like... Yeah, I remember that too. I think, yeah, but like, what the fuck? In summary, okay, here's what I think the timeline is. Gregory sees that kids are going missing in the Pizzaplex. And he knows somehow, that Burn Trap slash the Mimic has taken over the Pizzaplex. So what he does is he starts hacking into the Pizzaplex to, like, kill this guy. He wants to fucking get rid of the Mimic. But the Mimic is so good at, like, getting into a virus, right, and being a virus, that the techs didn't notice him originally. They only noticed Gregory trying to get rid of him. The Mimic knows what's up. He knows that Gregory's trying to fuck him up. So what he does is he tries to lure Gregory inside. He doesn't have a physical form. The only thing he has control over are the animatronics in the Pizzaplex. So what he tries to do, he brings Gregory in the Pizzaplex to try and get his slaves, the Glamrocs, to kill him. Gregory lets this happen because he's a six-head genius and he knows that he's trying to kill him. So somehow he knows how to botch Freddy's programming to kill him. And I think with my theory, it's just as simple as he gets in Freddy's view while Freddy's in the showtime, and that, like, he doesn't, like, there's too many, like, commands for him to do at once, so his systems glitch out and he stops being possessed by Afton or Mimic. Somehow Gregory knew that. I'm just gonna accept that. Somehow he knew that that was the solution, because he's like a computer genius according to this therapist. So now that he knows Freddy is unhacked, he gets inside him and strings him along this entire game in order to lead him to the Mimic. And to do what? To fuck him up? Nah, but like... Okay, so here are a few holes in this theory. One, one of the therapists mentioned that it looked like Gregory was talking to someone with rabbit ears. Or, like, they mentioned something about the rabbit ears. He was talking to someone and something looked like rabbit ears. I don't know what that was about. Maybe he was talking to someone that looked like a rabbit. Or maybe he was talking to the air, it looked like, from the cameras. And he also had, like, the Vanny mask with him. And also, a hole in the theory is that Freddy knows. Freddy knows. Gregory can't have been stringing Freddy along. Because Freddy finds out, at the end, Gregory's like, there'll be more disappearances, won't there? And Freddy's like, yes, I'm afraid that is correct. So it's not like Freddy's memory got wiped. Gregory isn't surprised that Freddy knows, and Freddy isn't surprised that Gregory knows. It seems like they both know, but just don't want to say it to each other. They're like pretending not to know to each other until the very end. Why are Vanny Masters a thing also in Help 1 and 2? So I think the Vanny Mask is just a thing that Fazbear Entertainment has, right? Like, it's for something. Like, it's just something they have that's, like, innocuous. But then it gets taken over by Burn Trap Mimic. Oh, wait a minute. Was he talking to Mexis? Is that the thing with the rabbit ears? Wait a fucking minute. Because him and Mexis are like... They're in cahoots. Like, they're on their same side. Like, Gregory knows, like, Mexis is, like, keeping the Mimic down. But, like, why would he show up, though? He's just, like, a fucking... He's just a dude. And he only shows up with the mask on, and... But Gregory knows that... So, there's so much. Oh my god. Holy fuck. But also, he killed his therapists. Like, that's kind of fucking crazy on its own. What's still the aren't gonna... Yeah, like, actually, need the Outer Wild ship log here. Like... He killed his therapists. What the fuck? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They're Fazbear Entertainment therapists. We know that. We know that they're, like, employed by Fazbear Entertainment. And we know that the Mimic doesn't have control, like, outside the Pizzaplex, or he has better control inside the Pizzaplex, because he controls the animatronics. So what if the Mimic killed them? It said one of them was killed by machinery, right? What if the Mimic got rid of the therapist, because they were getting, like, too close to Gregory or something? Wanted to isolate him or some shit. But the last one very, very, very heavily implied that Gregory was the one who killed them. Because it was like, oh, you don't like that? You think this will be the last time or something, right? So it's like... But maybe it's because Gregory knows that they're gonna get fucked. Because he knows about the children getting missing as well. And why are the children going missing? Hold on, I didn't even think about this. I was just like, oh yeah, FNAF, children go missing. Now that we know all this, and that it's the Mimic behind it, what is his motivation? What if it's Cassie, right? We know from Ruin, Cassie, right? The Mimic's trying to take her over through Helpy. Like, the Vanny Mask is bad. And the Mimic's trying to take her over. And he's already taken over her dad. Maybe that's, like... Maybe he has a whole ass army. Your Wi-Fi? Oh dear. Are you back? Tell me when you're back. You good? Oh. Can you hear me now? It's just buzzing. Alright. What was I saying? Maybe the Mimic has a whole ass army of children that he's taken over, just like he attempted to take Cassie over with the mask. And Gregory's trying to stop it. What if the children are the staff bots? Holy shit. Because we know Cassie's dad became the mask bot. What if that's where he puts them? He puts them... He makes them part of the staff bots. The Mimic makes the children part of the staff bots. Although it seems like the staff bots are just part of, like, Fazbear Entertainment anyway, right? So they still wouldn't be different. Right? That is the thing. Like, the Glamrocks would totally act different if they weren't possessed. But I don't think the staff bots would act different if they were possessed, right? So... Because it seemed like the mask bot is the interesting thing, because the mask is how Afton took over, how Mimic took over Vanny. So he gets the mask bot to give the mask to someone else so that he can take them over. Oh man. Oh shit, bro. Holy fuck. I'm just shocked that no one talks about this. I know I mentioned it already, but that is baffling to me. This changes the context of the entire story. I already knew Gregory knew about the disappearances and he was trying to, like, solve it. But this means he was fighting the Mimic and he knew that they're possessed. And he knew, like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit. That is insane.